Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another brand new episode of Clarity English Studio.
I am your co-host, Mike, and as always, I am so incredibly happy to be sitting here in the studio with Anna.
Thank you, Mike, and a huge warm welcome to all of our amazing listeners tuning in from all over the world.
We know you have a lot of choices when it comes to podcasts, so thank you for spending your time with us today.
Our goal is to make learning English completely natural, highly useful, and most importantly, a lot of fun.
Exactly. And Anna, today we are talking about a topic that literally everyone deals with every single morning.
Oh, I am so excited for this one. Let me ask our listeners a quick question to get us started.
Go ahead, Anna. Set the stage for us.
Have you ever put together a killer outfit but felt completely speechless when someone asked about your style?
Oh, I definitely have. You look in the mirror and know you look great, but you have no words to explain it.
It is incredibly frustrating when your fashion sense is ahead of your English vocabulary.
Today, we are bridging that gap by breaking down textures, colors, and silhouettes into simple English.
By the end of this episode, you will be able to describe your personal look with total, absolute confidence.
I definitely need this lesson myself, Anna. I usually just tell people, I am wearing a blue shirt.
Well, Mike, we are going to upgrade your vocabulary today. Let's dive straight into our first topic.
I am ready. Where do we begin when talking about our clothes?
We have to start with the language of silhouette and fit.
Oh, that is a beautiful word, silhouette. Let's spell that for our listeners because it is a bit tricky.
It is spelled Silhouette. It's originally a French word.
And how would you define a silhouette when we're talking about fashion and clothing?
A silhouette is basically the outline or the overall shape that the clothing creates on your body.
So it's not about the color or the fabric, but just the geometric shape you make when you stand in the light.
Exactly, and the way clothes sit on your body is called the fit.
Let's give our listeners some modern, highly useful adjectives to describe fit and silhouette.
A very trendy word right now is boxy. What does it mean if a shirt is boxy, Mike?
If a piece of clothing is boxy, it literally means it is shaped like a square box.
Right, it's wide, it has straight lines, and it does not curve in at your waist.
A lot of modern t-shirts and winter jackets have a very boxy silhouette. It looks very cool and relaxed.
Speaking of relaxed, that's our next great vocabulary word, a relaxed fit.
A relaxed fit means the clothing is comfortable and slightly loose, but it's not massively huge.
It gives off a very calm, easygoing vibe. You're not wearing tight clothing that makes it hard to breathe.
Now, what about the opposite? What if my pants are wider at the top but get very narrow at the ankle?
That's a brilliant question. The perfect word for that is tapered.
Tapered. That's a fantastic advanced English word.
Yes, if you say I'm wearing tapered jeans, people immediately know exactly what shape those jeans are.
Okay, so we have boxy, relaxed, and tapered. But Anna, there is one style that is everywhere right now.
Are you talking about the oversized trend? Because you're completely right, it's everywhere.
Yes, but I have a huge problem with this, Anna. What is the difference between oversized and just too big?
That's the ultimate fashion question. An oversized look is intentional, it's done on purpose.
So if it's intentional, the designer actually planned for it to look large and loose.
Exactly. An oversized blazer might be huge in the body, but the shoulders and the sleeves still fit you properly.
Ah, I see. But if I just buy a shirt that is 3 sizes too big, the shoulders will fall down to my elbows.
Right. That doesn't look like an oversized aesthetic. That just looks like you borrowed your giant friend's clothes.
So the secret is all about how you play with proportions.
Proportions is the key word here. It means how the size of one item compares to the size of another.
How can our listeners play with proportions to change the entire vibe of their outfit?
It's a simple trick. If you wear a huge, oversized sweater, you might want to wear tight, tapered pants on the bottom.
That creates a really cool contrast, a big top and a narrow bottom.
Exactly. And if you mix these proportions well, you can shift a look from very formal to casual streetwear.
Streetwear is all about playing with those large, comfortable, oversized proportions.
Absolutely. Okay, Mike, are you ready to move on from shapes and talk about feelings?
Feelings? Are we going to talk about our emotions when we buy expensive shoes?
No, not emotional feelings. I mean the physical feel of the fabrics and textures we wear.
Oh, the texture. Oh, I love this part. Texture is how a material feels when you touch it with your hands.
Exactly. When we describe fashion, we need to use high-impact adjectives to make people feel the outfit.
Let's start with cotton. We all wear cotton shirts. How can we make the word cotton sound more descriptive?
You can use the phrase crisp cotton.
Crisp cotton. Oh, I can instantly feel that in my mind. It feels fresh, clean, and slightly stiff.
Yes, like a brand new dress shirt fresh from the dry cleaner. Crisp gives it a very sharp, smart feeling.
What about winter clothes? How do we describe those heavy, warm sweaters?
You can use the phrase chunky knits.
A chunky knit? That sounds so incredibly cozy. Chunky means it's thick and has a lot of volume.
Exactly. You can just imagine wrapping yourself up in a huge, chunky knit scarf on a snowy day.
Okay, I have a challenge for you, Anna. How do you describe a really high-quality leather jacket?
Oh, that is an easy one. In the fashion world, we call that buttery leather.
Buttery, like the butter you put on your morning toast?
Yes, because cheap leather is stiff and hard, but extremely expensive leather is soft, smooth, and melts in your hands.
That is such a fantastic visual metaphor. Buttery leather sounds so incredibly luxurious.
It really connects the physical sensation to the style description. It helps the listener experience what you are wearing.
There's another concept related to texture that I hear fashion designers talk about, the visual weight of an outfit.
Visual weight is fascinating. Some fabrics look very heavy and absorb light, while others reflect it.
Let's give our listeners the vocabulary to describe this. What do we call a fabric that does not shine at all?
We use the word matte. It is spelled M-A-T-T-E. A matte finish has absolutely no shine or sparkle.
Like a plain black cotton t-shirt, it is very matte and absorbs the light.
Exactly. Now, what is the complete opposite of a matte finish?
You would describe that as a high shine fabric, something that reflects a ton of light.
Yes, like a silver metallic jacket or shiny technical fabrics used in modern sportswear.
If you wear a matte black sweater with a pair of high shine leather boots, that is a gorgeous texture combination.
It is all about contrast. Okay, so now our listeners can describe the shape and the feel of their clothes.
What is the next step in our stylish English journey today?
We need to teach them how to define their core aesthetic.
Aesthetic is a big, powerful vocabulary word. Let's make sure everyone understands it.
Your aesthetic is simply your overall look, your personal style identity, or the specific vibe you love.
And fashion changes so fast. Let's talk about some trending descriptors for the year 2026.
One of the most popular phrases right now is quiet luxury. Have you heard of this, Mike?
I have heard it everywhere. Quiet luxury means wearing extremely expensive clothes that have no obvious brand logos on them.
Exactly. It's not about showing off a giant designer logo. It's about perfect tailoring and buttery fabrics.
It whispers wealth instead of shouting it. That's why they call it quiet.
What about another big trend? Have you seen people dressing in a style called retro futurism?
Oh, that one is so interesting. It's a mix of vintage styles from the past combined with futuristic space-age elements.
Like wearing a 1970s leather jacket, but with giant metallic sci-fi sunglasses.
Exactly. And there's one more trend that is dominating the streets right now, utility core.
Utility core is everywhere. This aesthetic is completely based on function and practicality.
We're talking about cargo pants with 10 different pockets, heavy boots, and tough, durable jackets.
It looks like you're ready to climb a mountain or survive in the wilderness, but you're just drinking coffee in the city.
Now, Anna, what if a listener feels like they don't fit perfectly into just one single category?
That's the beauty of modern fashion. You can mix and match contrasting styles to express explain your complex identity.
So I can take two totally different words and push them together?
Absolutely. For example, you could say your style is edgy minimalist.
Edgy minimalist. I like that. So edgy means a bit dark, cool, and rebellious, maybe with some leather and chains.
And minimalist means very clean, simple, with very few details.
So an edgy minimalist might wear a perfectly clean, simple white t-shirt, but pair it with heavy, dark combat boots.
Exactly. You created a brand new aesthetic just by combining two fantastic adjectives.
Is there a quick trick our listeners can use to figure out their own personal style?
Yes, I love teaching my students the rule of 3 adjectives.
The rule of 3. That sounds like a magic spell. How does it work?
You simply choose 3 powerful adjectives that summarize your wardrobe. It acts like an elevator pitch for your style.
An elevator pitch. It's a short 30-second summary. Okay, let me try this right now.
Go for it, Mike. Give us your rule of 3. How would you describe your personal aesthetic?
I would say my style is comfortable, classic, and slightly sporty.
That's brilliant. Comfortable, classic, and slightly sporty. It perfectly paints a picture of who you are.
Now, our listeners should try it too. While you're listening, think of your 3 style adjectives.
Hold that thought, Mike. We have the shape, the texture, and the aesthetic. What are we missing?
We absolutely cannot talk about fashion without decoding colors and patterns.
Color vocabulary is where English learners can really show off their fluency and creativity.
Because saying, I'm wearing a green and gray shirt is a bit boring, isn't it?
It is very basic. We want to move beyond the primary colors and use evocative, beautiful shade names.
What's a better word to use instead of a basic light green?
You can say sage. Sage is a soft, muted grayish green color, just like the herb you cook with.
Oh, a sage oversized sweater. That sounds so much more fashionable than a light green big sweater.
Exactly. And instead of saying dark gray, you can use the word charcoal.
Charcoal, like the dark burnt wood you use for a summer barbecue. It's a very deep, sophisticated gray.
And if you're wearing a warm, brownish orange color, you can call it terracotta.
Terracotta is a fantastic word. It brings to mind those beautiful baked clay pots in a sunny garden.
Using these evocative color words makes your English sound incredibly native, rich, and highly descriptive.
Now, let's articulate the impact of prints and patterns. Some people love wearing patterns.
There's a massive range of prints. Let's start with something very subtle and quiet.
You could use the phrase micro checks.
Yes, micro means tiny and checks are square patterns. So micro checks are tiny, delicate squares on a shirt.
It adds a lovely detail when someone stands very close to you, but from far away, it almost looks solid.
But what if someone wants to stand out? What if they want everyone in the room to look at them?
Then they need to wear bold, maximalist graphics.
Maximalist is the complete opposite of minimalist. It means more is more. Huge flowers, crazy shapes, loud colors.
A bold, maximalist print shows that you are highly confident and a little bit fearless with your fashion.
Let's tie the colors and patterns together by talking about the color palette of an outfit.
The palette is the overall group of colors you choose to wear together at the same time.
How a color palette is organized completely sets the mood of your outfit.
Let's give our listeners 3 great vocabulary phrases for color palettes. What is the first one?
The first one is monochromatic. This means you're wearing entirely different shades of just one single color.
So wearing light blue jeans, a navy blue shirt, and a bright blue jacket is a monochromatic look.
Exactly. It is a very chic, highly stylized way to dress.
The second palette could be earthy. An earthy color palette uses colors found naturally in a forest or a desert.
Yes, browns, deep greens, terracotta, and soft yellows. It feels very grounded, warm, and approachable.
And the third palette is high contrast.
High contrast is incredibly dramatic. It means putting 2 completely opposite colors right next to each other.
Like wearing a pure white shirt with pitch black trousers. It grabs your attention instantly.
All right, Mike, we have loaded our listeners up with some seriously advanced, highly impressive vocabulary today.
We have silhouettes, textures, aesthetics, and complex color palettes. It is a lot of amazing information.
But knowing the words is only half the battle. You have to know how to use them with confidence in social conversations.
This is the most important part of the episode. How do we actually speak these words out loud without sounding like a textbook?
Exactly. You don't want to sound over-rehearsed. One of the best natural phrases to use is, I was going for a...
I was going for a. That is brilliant. It explains your intention.
For example, you can say, I was going for a relaxed, earthy vibe today.
That sounds so incredibly natural. It translates your internal style intuition into a clear outward explanation.
Another fantastic sentence starter is, it's a mix of...
Oh, I like that. Let me practice. It's a mix of chunky knits and crisp cotton.
Perfect! That tells the listener exactly what textures you combine to create your look.
What if someone gives you a compliment on a specific piece, like a jacket?
You can use the phrase, I decided to build the outfit around this jacket.
That shows that the jacket is the hero piece, the main character of your silhouette.
Let's do a quick role play, Mike. Let's pretend we are at a fun social event, and I'm going to compliment your outfit.
I am completely ready. I will use all the new vocabulary we learned today.
Hey, Mike, it is so great to see you. I absolutely love your outfit tonight. What is the inspiration behind this look?
Oh, thank you, Anna. I was really going for an edgy, minimalist vibe tonight.
I can definitely see that. The shape is very interesting.
Yeah, it's a mix of a boxy, oversized blazer, but I paired it with these tapered black jeans to balance the proportions.
The contrast is fantastic, and that leather jacket looks amazing.
Thanks. It's a beautiful buttery leather, and I decided to stick to a dark, high-contrast monochromatic palette to keep it simple.
And scene. Wow, Mike, that was a flawless fashion explanation.
Thank you. It felt really good to practice positive self-expression. I actually sounded like a professional fashion editor.
And that's the ultimate goal. Focusing on how your fashion choices reflect your current personality is a great way to practice English.
When you talk about something you wear and love, the English vocabulary flows so much more naturally.
You aren't just reciting grammar rules, you're sharing a piece of your personal identity with the world.
And that brings us to the end of our incredibly stylish episode today.
We have covered so much ground, and we truly hope you feel empowered to talk about your clothes with absolute confidence.
Before we say our final goodbyes, we have a fun, interactive challenge for all of our wonderful listeners.
We want you to look down at exactly what you're wearing right now in this very moment.
Drop into the comments section and use the rule of 3 to describe your current outfit.
Are you wearing something cozy, relaxed, and earthy? Or maybe sharp, high contrast, and boxy?
We read absolutely every single comment, and we cannot wait to visualize your amazing style choices.
If you found value in today's vocabulary, please take one quick second to smash that subscribe button.
And hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm show our educational podcast to even more English learners around the world.
Don't forget to share this episode with your fashion-loving friends who want to upgrade their conversational English.
Thank you so incredibly much for hanging out with us today in the Clarity English Studio.
Remember, language learning is just like fashion. It's all about experimenting, making mistakes, and finding what feels right for you.
Keep practicing your vocabulary boldly and never be afraid to express your true self.
Have a beautiful, stylish week, everyone. We'll see you in the very next episode.
Goodbye for now, friends, and happy styling.